Jail.
Hi. Sorry we're late. We're doing juveniles.
It's okay with you if we could start with Mr. Sean Ford since he's housing, so we could just get him out of the way.
Whatever is good for you. What's the name again?
Oh, for Sean Ford?
Okay, number 102. Okay, sure. Whenever you're ready.
Sorry, we've had a couple days and really, we had 40 people survey on Fridays. Each days. Morning, dinner. They nice.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Sean David Ford.
This is Judge Hazel. You're here today because you have warrants out of the city of Tucson. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes, sir.
What I'm going to do is set your bond at $100 and set this matter for a video review on the 29th at 1:45 p.m. I am going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender of Tucson City to represent you. If you are released because you're being held on other things, you must appear in Tucson City Court on that date. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
This goes back to you, right? So theoretically, the next one should be. Well, you heard Kim guaranteed it.
Going up by students. Go through the middle and my father's face.
Good morning. Can I have your name, please?
Gina Bruce.
I am Judge Hazel. You're here today because you're charged with disorderly conduct, domestic violence. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yeah.
I'm going to release you and give you a new court date. That new court date is going to be the 29th of April at 10:30 a.m. in Justice Court in downtown Tucson. And so you are going to be released with standard release conditions. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, good luck to you.
Douglas.
Sir, can I have your name, please?
Eric Douglas.
You said your last name was Douglas. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on charges of criminal trespass and failure to obey the police. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes.
I'm going to release you, give you a new court date of the 29th at 9:30 in the morning
Okay.
in Justice Court.
Mhm.
You must appear at that time or a warrant will issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Could I have the date again? Okay.
October the 29th at 9:30 in the morning. You'll get a copy of that, but that is the date. All right?
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Bieber.
Hi, can I have your name?
Cassidy.
Are you Cassidy Hubert?
Yes.
Okay, you have a bunch of cases here today. First, you have a warrant out of Justice Court What I'm going to do is give you a new court date on that justice court case of Monday. I'm going to set your bond at $100 and appoint Janet Altschuler to be your lawyer. Your new court date on Monday will be at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But you will have an attorney. It also looks like you have about 10 cases out of the city of Tucson. What I'm going to do is set your bond at $100, appoint the public defender to represent you, and give you a new court date of the 29th at 1:45 p.m. with Judge Blue. So your total bond is $200. If you post that bond, you'll be released. Otherwise, you'll remain in custody until your next court date, okay? All right, good luck to you. Hi, can I have your name, please?
Ashley Conde.
Number 4 is it? Don't move that. Wow. Okay, you're here today charged with disorderly conduct, domestic violence. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to release you and give you a new court date. That'll be May the 20th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. in Tucson City Court. You must appear at that time. Standard release conditions will apply, including no contact with any victims. Do you understand? Or standard release conditions include no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you have any questions for me?
What was that date?
It was May the 20th at 1:30 p.m.
Okay.
You'll get a copy of it as well.
Okay.
Okay? All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, I went there wrong. Hi, can I have your name, please?
Mike Gutierrez.
Okay, you're here today because you have warrants out of the city of Tucson. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes.
I'm going to release you and give you a new court date of May the 19th. You must appear at that time or a warrant will issue for your arrest. There to appear again will result in a warrant, but you're going to be released. Do you understand?
Okay.
All right, good luck to you. Hi, can I have your name, please?
Elmira Masumova.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on new charges of assault and disorderly conduct. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes.
I'm going to release you. I'm going to give you a new court date. That new court date is going to be May the 20th. At 1:30 p.m. Standard release conditions will apply, including no contact with any victims. Don't return to the scene of the crime. If you have property at that location, you can return with the police to get that property. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
The lady in the front.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Brittany Stoutmiller.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. How are you today?
I'm okay. How are you?
You're here today charged with assault, domestic violence, criminal damage, domestic violence, and disorderly conduct, domestic violence. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes.
Okay. Purpose of this hearing is for me to set release conditions on your case.
Hmm.
I am going to release you with the following conditions, and give you a new court date of May the 20th at 2:30 PM in Tucson City Court. Standard release conditions will apply, including additional conditions: don't return to the scene of the crime, don't have any contact with any victims. If you have property at that location, you can return with the police to get your property. You are being released. Do you understand you must appear in court on May the 20th?
I do.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, can we waive reading of the charges for Mr. Harold?
Yeah, see the next one?
Yes.
What happened to 107? Or is he Spanish?
We're gonna do Sanchez next because he's a misdemeanor.
Your Honor, we're gonna go ahead and do Mr. Sanchez Martin. He's a Spanish speaker and he's also a misdemeanor. He's the last misdemeanor. Sanchez.
Is it okay if I do it?
Sit down, sit down.
Hi, sir. Can I have your name today?
¿Me puede dar su nombre, por favor?
Oh, mi nombre es Martín Sánchez Coronado.
Okay, I'm Judge.
My name is Martín Sánchez Coronado.
Thank you. I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on multiple counts of assault and disorderly conduct. It also appears that you have an immigration hold.
Sí, buenos días, señor. Yo soy el juez Hazel. Está usted aquí el día de hoy por múltiples cargos de agresión y alteración al orden público. También tiene una orden de retención del Departamento de Inmigración y Aduanas.
I'm going to set this matter for a video review on April the 30th.
Voy a fijar este caso para que haga una revisión a través de video el 30 de abril
At 1:30 PM.
a la 1:30 de la tarde.
And if you are released, you must appear on the 20th of May at 1 PM or 1:30 PM.
Y si on the 20th of May at 1:30 p.m., Your Honor.
Yes.
Thank you. Si usted sale en libertad, entonces tiene que comparecer en persona el 20 de mayo a la 1:30 de la tarde.
Si salgo hoy, dice.
You mean if I'm released today? Is that what you're saying? On the 20th, and then be there on the 20th of May?
If you are, when you get released, you must appear there on the 20th of May if you don't see the judge before that time.
Si a usted lo dejan salir en libertad y no ve a un juez antes del 20 de mayo, tiene que asegurarse de estar presente en la corte el 20 de mayo.
Ok, sí, comprendo.
Okay, I understand.
And standard conditions of release apply to your case?
Las condiciones estándar de libertad corresponden a su caso.
Including no contact with any victims, don't return to the scene of the crime.
También no puede tener ningún tipo de contacto con ninguna de las víctimas y no puede regresar al lugar de los hechos.
Ok.
Okay.
All right, good luck.
Muy bien, señor. Buena suerte a usted.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much.
Sir, can I have your name, please?
Glenn Franklin Harold.
Okay, hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on a fugitive justice warrant with a $20,000 bond out of California. Does the state have a recommendation in this case?
Your Honor, the state is recommending the $20,000 amount that appears on the warrant due to the defendant's criminal history.
Attorney for the defendant?
Your Honor, we'd ask for an extradition hearing to be set and to appoint a legal defender.
Okay, I am going to affirm the bond amount. I'm going to set this matter for a fugitive of justice hearing on the 24th at 2:30 PM. I'm going to appoint the office of the legal defender. Sir, if you do post the bond and are released, you must appear at that hearing, but standard release conditions will apply, including no contact with any victims. Don't return to the scene of the crime. So your next hearing, sir, will be on the 24th at 2:30 PM. Do you have any questions?
I don't know if it's for you, but is this, the bond, is that so I can call my people and they can bail me out?
That,
Yes, that's the amount. That's the amount set by California.
Okay. I apologize, Your Honor. It's just that I'm on federal probation as it is right now, and these warrants, my federal probation officer hasn't even talked to me about these pending warrants. That's why I'm like real lost right now about it. But I do apologize for taking up your time.
All right.
So, okay.
Good luck to you then.
All right now, sir, thank you. Well.
Hi, sir. Can I have your name, please?
Jesús Ronaldo Espinosa Pérez.
It's another Spanish, Your Honor.
Yes. Sir, you're here today on charges of organized retail theft, possession of dangerous drugs, and possession of drug paraphernalia.
Sí, buenos días, señor. Usted está aquí por tener organizado el robo de tiendas, también por posesión de drogas peligrosas y por adminículos para el uso de drogas.
Does the state have a recommendation in this case?
Le pregunta al Estado si tiene una recomendación con respecto a este caso.
No.
No.
So no state recommendation since he is being, he's on release on another charge, so you're okay with him being released then?
Entonces, ya que la Fiscalía no tiene una recomendación, está bajo libertad después de haber estado acusado de otro caso, entonces no tiene ninguna recomendación con respecto a las condiciones de libertad, pregunta el juez.
I'm sorry, I haven't heard a response from the county attorney.
Lo siento, dice que no ha escuchado una contestación de la Fiscalía. Un momento.
If the county attorney is attempting to talk, you might be muted.
Están indicando al fiscal que si está tratando de hablar, está en silencio.
What happened? All right, it looks like we lost the county attorney. We'll wait for him to come back.
Parece que se desconectó el fiscal, entonces vamos a esperar un momento que se vuelva a conectar.
And Your Honor, I apologize. I had momentary computer difficulties.
Okay, this is Judge Hazel again. So I want to know your position. he was on release while this was offense when allegedly this was committed. So I'm asking if you want a no bond hearing.
That's correct.
Un momentito. And I do apologize, Your Honor. I didn't get to hear the county attorney. What was that?
If
The county attorney is requesting a no bond hearing.
All right, thank you.
En no bond hearing. Thank you. Entonces el juez le preguntó al señor que si por qué se había desconectado, le explicó que tenía problemas con la computadora del fiscal, entonces pues le preguntó cuál es su posición con respecto a que usted estaba bajo libertad de otro delito cuando cometió este delito, y le preguntan al fiscal cuál es su postura. La postura dijo que quiere pedir una audiencia para que no le pongan una fianza. Thank you, Your Honor.
Defense position?
La postura de la defensa.
Your Honor, we asked for a no bond hearing as well.
All right, sir.
El abogado defensor también solicita una audiencia para que no le pongan la fianza también.
Sir, under the Arizona Constitution,
Bajo la Constitución de Arizona, señor,
I am required to hold you without bond.
yo estoy obligado a que se quede detenido sin poder poner fianza.
I am required to set a no bond hearing on April the 24th at 2:30 p.m.
Tengo la obligación de poner una audiencia para que no se solicite una fianza para el 24 de abril a las 2:30 de la tarde.
I'm also setting the matter for a preliminary hearing on April the 29th at 1:30 p.m.
También estoy fijando este caso para una audiencia preliminar para el 29 de abril a la 1:30 de la tarde.
If and when you are released, standard release conditions will apply.
Si en algún momento o cuando lo dejen en libertad, usted va a tener las condiciones estándares de libertad.
And lastly, I'm appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent you.
Y por último, estoy nombrando a la oficina del defensor público para que lo represente a usted.
Good luck to you, sir.
Buena suerte, señor.
Can the jail tell us if we have any more Spanish today?
No, Your Honor, that is all.
All right, thank you to the interpreter then.
Thank you, Your Honor. Interpreter disconnecting.
What one do you think will be next?
Bridgeford? Bridgeford?
Bridgeford? Where's that? Okay, that's what I have. Good. Sir, can I have your name, please?
Dr. East Bridgeford, Your Honor.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on charges of aggravated DUI and criminal damage. Does the state
Yes, Your Honor.
Does the state have a position on this case?
Yes, Your Honor. The state is recommending a $5,000 bond. The state does have concerns given the recent DUI history and the fact that he was on misdemeanor probation for a DUI.
Attorney for the defendant.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Bridgeford has no prior felony convictions. He has no prior failures to appear. He's been in Tucson for 23 years. He is employed, and his father indicated that he would be willing to assume third-party custody of Mr. Bridgeford. So we are requesting pretrial services release.
Thank you. Sir, I'm going to set a $5,000 bond on your case, and I'm going to set this matter for a preliminary hearing on May 29th at 1:30 p.m. in Superior Court. Standard release conditions will apply, including no alcohol, no drugs. Don't drive without a valid license. I am appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. Your next court date again will be the 29th of April at 1:30 p.m. in Justice Court for a preliminary hearing. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Sorry.
Good morning. Can I have your name, please?
Jordan Birdie.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today charged with disorderly conduct with a weapon. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes, sir.
All right. They have a position on this matter.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor,
Wait,
Your
what
Honor,
is that?
the state's recommending it. The state is recommending a $5,000 bond given the nature of the offense.
Attorney for the defendant?
Your Honor, may I have one moment to speak with Ms. Burdick?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Your Honor, Ms. Burdick is only 18 years old. This is a nonviolent offense according to pretrial services. She has no prior failures to appear, and her sister indicated that she would be willing to assume third-party custody of Ms. Burdick, and she has no prior felonies whatsoever.
Thank you. I'm going to release her and give her a new court date of May the 9th at 1:30 p.m. in Superior Court. Standard release conditions will apply, including additional conditions. Don't have any contact with any victims. Don't move to the victim location. I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent the defendant. Ma'am, your next court date is May 9th. You are being released, but you must appear in court. Good
Okay,
luck.
thank you.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You have free charge, right?
Yeah.
Vector?
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Robert Dector.
I am Judge Hazel. You're here today because you have several things going on. First, you have a warrant out of Superior Court. You failed to appear. Judge Metzger issued a warrant for your arrest and set the bond at $2,500. You also have charges out of the city of Tucson. Does the state have a position in this matter?
Your Honor, the state is recommending release to pretrial services.
Attorney for the defendant?
Your Honor, we are also requesting release to pretrial services.
Okay, I'll order him released to pretrial services on this matter and supervision through pretrial services. Sir, on that charge, you're going to be released. Let's take a look at your Tucson City court cases now. You have new charges out of Tucson City of speeding, license plate, DUI. I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you in Tucson. I'm going to release you with standard conditions and give you a new court date of May the 19th at 9 a.m. with Judge Hale, but you must appear at that time in Tucson City Court as well. So you are being released on all your charges. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you.
Your Honor, was the public defender appointed in his felony matter?
Yes.
Thank you.
Hernandez.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Benny Francisco Hernandez.
You're here today on new charges of unlawful flight from law enforcement, tampering with evidence, possession of a narcotic drug, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yeah.
Does the state have a recommendation in this matter?
Your Honor, the state recommends a $5,000 bond that's based on the criminal history as well as relatively high scores on pretrial services.
All right, thank you. Attorney for the defendant?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Hernandez has been in Tucson for 30 years. He is employed full-time, and his mother indicated that she'd be willing to assume third-party custody of Mr. Hernandez, so we'd ask for release of pretrial services.
Okay, on this matter, I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent the defendant. I'm going to set the bond in the amount of $5,000. I'm going to set the matter for a preliminary hearing on the 29th at 1:30 p.m. Standard release conditions will apply. Pretrial services will apply if bond is posted. Sir, let's go on to your Tucson City case now. You have a warrant out of Tucson City Court from December of that last year. What I'm going to do is set a bond at $100 in that matter. I'm going to set the matter for a video review on the 29th at 1:45 p.m. I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender in Tucson to represent you. If you are released at that time, you must appear on the 19th of May at 2 p.m. in Tucson City Court. So your total bond is $5,100, sir. Good luck to you. Hi, can I have your name, please?
Chelsea Howard?
You're here today on charges of possession of dangerous drugs, possession of narcotic drugs, shoplifting, possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes.
Does the state have a recommendation in this case?
Your Honor, the state's recommendation is pretrial services as well as a steps court hearing given the charges.
Attorney for the defendant?
Your Honor, we'd also request release of pretrial services and steps hearing.
And are you waiving time for a timely preliminary hearing?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am, on your felony, I'm going to take the following actions. I'm going to set your matter for a diversion hearing on April the 28th at 9 a.m. I'm going to release you. I'm going to set your matter for a preliminary hearing on June the 3rd at 1:30 p.m. I'm going to release you through pretrial services with standard conditions. I'm also appointing the Office of the Public Defender for you in this case. Now, you also have a warrant out of the city of Tucson that you failed to appear on. On that warrant, I am going to release you and give you a new court date of May the 19th at 9 a.m. in the city of Tucson with Judge Hale. You must appear at that time. Standard release conditions will apply in your case. So you are being released on both of your cases, but you must appear in court. Do you have any questions, ma'am?
No, thank
All
you.
right, good luck to you.
Thanks.
Howard?
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Stephen Howard.
You're here today on charges of unlawful possession of narcotic drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. And then you also have a warrant out of the city of Tucson. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Does the state have a position on this matter?
Your Honor, the state recommends pretrial services release as well as a steps court hearing given the charges.
Attorney for the defendant?
We would also request release of pretrial services and steps.
And you waive the time for a timely preliminary hearing.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, sir, I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you on this matter. I'm going to set this matter for a diversion hearing on April the 28th at 9 o'clock in the morning and release you through pretrial services. I'm going to set it for a preliminary hearing on June the 3rd with standard release conditions. So you are being released, but you must make future court dates or a warrant will issue for your arrest.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Go on to your Tucson City cases now. I'm going to release you on your Tucson City case and give you a new court date of May the 19th at 9 a.m. Standard release conditions will apply in that matter as well. You must appear or a warrant will issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Lopez.
Can I have your name, please?
Ryan Lopez, Your Honor.
Hi, this is Judge Hazel. You're here today charged with aggravated DV. And then you have a whole bunch of warrants from the city of Tucson that we'll get to. Does the state have a position? I read this and I'm having a hard time finding felony probable cause.
Your Honor, as for probable cause, it appears from the interim complaint that there is an active order of protection that the defendant has violated on multiple occasions.
I talked to the detective this morning about it and he said there isn't a order of protection. What he violated was a release condition, which the statute and the statute says he has to violate an order of protection.
I have 1 second, Your Honor.
Sure. I think it was mischarged, but
Your Honor, the state has no further information outside what's in the interim complaint.
all right, thank you. All right, on your felony, sir, I'm going to release you and give you a new court date of preliminary hearing on the 29th. Since there is not probable cause, I can't set any other conditions. What? Oh, May 9th. I'm sorry. May 9th, my mistake, at 1:30 p.m.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, let's go on to your Tucson City cases now. Appears like you have 6 or 7 pending Tucson City cases. You have a bunch of warrants. No, you have pending court dates. And the new charges are DUI, liquor in a vehicle. I'm going to release you on these new charges. You have court, it looks like on Monday on your pending charges.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh. So what court date do I give them? There's none on this sheet. Okay, I'm going to give you a new court date of May the 20th at 1:30 p.m. in Superior in Tucson City Court.
Yes, Your Honor.
You need to make sure that you make your hearings or a warrant will issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes, sir, absolutely.
All right, thank you.
That's all. Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
There you go.
Your name, please?
Amelia Ortiz.
I am Judge Hazel. You're here today. First on a warrant out of South Tucson. I'm going to release you on the South Tucson warrant, give you a new court date of May the 5th. With standard release conditions. All right, you have cases out of a possession of narcotic drug, a possession of drug paraphernalia case, and promoting prison contraband out of justice court. Does the state have a position on this matter?
Your Honor, the state's recommending a bond of $500. It appears she has multiple different warrants out of Tucson City Court. So the state believes she is a flight risk to not appear at her hearing. I will note that the pretrial services report, at least from my end, appears incomplete.
Yeah.
So the state is recommending that bond.
You got the same one I did then. Yes, she has about 6 or 7 warrants from the city of Tucson. Attorney for the defendant?
Your Honor, I also wasn't able to see the entire pretrial services report, but given that this is a drug offense and this is a nonviolent offense, we ask for release of pretrial services.
I'm going to set her bond at the amount of $500 and set a matter for preliminary hearing on April the 29th with standard release conditions. I am appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent her on this one. Let's go on to your Tucson City Court cases then, ma'am. You have a number of files there. On your Tucson City case, that I'm going to set your bond at $100. So your total bond is going to be $600. I'm going to set this matter for video review on April the 30th. And if you are released by that time, you must appear in Tucson City Court at 1:30 p.m. So your total bond again is $600, ma'am. Good luck to you.
Webster?
There might be more in there that I need to sign. Hi, can I have your name, please?
Cameron Rupture.
Sir, you're here today charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon endangerment.
Yes, Your Honor, I understand.
Does the state have a position in this matter?
Your Honor, the state's recommending a bond of $30,000. We understand the defendant does not have any criminal history. However, the nature of this offense is very concerning. The defendant pointed what appeared to be a loaded firearm at the victims. This was entirely senseless, and the level of violence is something that the state feels deserves a bond.
Thank you. Attorney for the defendant?
Your Honor, may I have one moment to speak with Mr. Rupture?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, Kim, I don't know if there's a
Your Honor, Mr. Repsher indicates to me that he was finding his wallet, not a deadly weapon. And he also has no prior convictions. He has no failures to appear. He is a lifelong Tucson resident, and his mother indicated she would be willing to take third-party custody of Mr. Repsher, so we'd ask for release to pretrial services.
I'm going to set this
Am I-
matter for a preliminary hearing on May 29th at 1:30 PM. I'm going to set the bond at 15,000 cash secured. If posted, it'd be released through pretrial services. Standard release conditions will apply, including no contact with any victims, don't return to the lead scene of the crime, no firearms, no weapons. If he has firearms, he must surrender those to law enforcement. I am appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent the defendant. Sir, your next court date is April the 29th then. Good luck to you.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Hey,
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Lamar speaks.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on new charges of possession of narcotic drugs, possession of dangerous drugs, and a warrant for a drug offense out of Superior Court. Does the state have a position in this matter?
Your Honor, the state recommends the $500 amount that appears on the warrant.
And what about the new charge?
Or apologize, Your Honor, $500 for the new case and $2,500 on the warrant case.
Yeah.
Attorney for the defendant?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Speaks has no prior felony history. She is steps eligible on the new charges. It appears the old charges were dismissed, and she was unaware of these court hearings when they were refiled, so she did not know that she had to come to court. She's a longtime Tucson resident. She's employed full-time, and she also indicated to me that she has a bed space ready at a rehab center at Home of Hope on Monday. And her boyfriend's reported that he would be willing to take third-party custody of Ms. Speaks, so we'd ask for release to pretrial services.
Thank you. On the outstanding Superior Court warrant, I'm going to set a arraignment on April the 25th at 1:30 PM in Superior Court. I'm going to set the bond at $1,000.
Please.
Standard release conditions will apply. If bond is posted, it will be through pretrial services. Other
Your Honor,
conditions are no contact with the victim, don't return to the scene of the crime.
please, Your Honor, I always do really well with pretrial services. I would show up to court. If I'd known about it, I would have been there. I don't have the money. I just spent it all on getting into the rehab. I paid $3,500 for bed space. Your Honor, I don't want to lose it. If there's any way that we can change that bond to be released to pretrial services.
Ma'am, I've made my ruling. On the other matter, I'm going to set it for a step hearing on the 28th at 9 AM and set the matter for a preliminary hearing on the 29th at 1:30. I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender in all cases. Ma'am, if you are released, you will be supervised through pretrial services. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Monday.
Hi, sir. Can I have your name?
Omar Talamonte.
You're here today on charges of unlawful flight from law enforcement. I'm Judge Hazel. I'm here to conduct your initial appearance. The state have a position?
Your Honor, the state recommends a bond of $7,500. It appears the defendant was on probation for the exact same offense as he is charged today.
Defense have a position?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Talamonte has no failures to appear in the last 2 years. He is a lifelong Tucson resident and he is employed. We ask for release of pretrial services.
I'm going to set the bond in the amount of $5,000. I'm going to set the matter for a preliminary hearing on April the 29th at 1:30 p.m. in Superior Court. Standard release conditions will apply, including don't drive without a valid license, no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms. I am appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent the defendant in all further proceedings. Sir, your next court date is April the 29th at 1:30 p.m. in Superior Court. Good luck to you, sir.
Wild.
Sir, can I have your name, please?
Christopher Weil.
You're here today on two different things, sir. You have some new charges out of the city of Tucson, and you have a warrant out of Superior Court where you failed to appear, and the judge set a bond in the amount of $500. Does the state have a position on this matter?
Your Honor, the state does recommend the $500 amount on the warrant, given the multiple failures to appear in this case, including the one very recently.
All right, attorney for the defendant.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wild has no prior felonies. It appears he was unaware of his court date and he is a lifelong Tucson resident. We'd ask for release of pretrial services.
Thank you. I'm going to set the bond in the amount of $500, affirm the prior amount. I'm going to set this matter for a preliminary hearing, or I'm sorry, an arraignment on the 25th at 1:30 p.m. Standard release conditions will apply, including no contact with any victims. Don't return to any scene of any crime. Again, if released, you'll be released through pretrial services. Let's take a look at your Tucson City case now. Sir, you have new charges out of Tucson City Court of disorderly conduct and assault, domestic violence. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yeah.
On those charges, I'm going to release you and set this matter for a video review on the 29th. At, I'm sorry, the 30th at 1:30 p.m. And if you do get released, you must appear on May the 20th at 1:30 p.m.
All right.
Standard release conditions will apply in your case, including no contact with any victims and don't return to the scene of the crime. So if you post the $500 bond on the Superior Court case, you will be released, but again, you must make all future court hearings. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you. Is there anything further from the state this morning?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Anything further from the defense?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right, everybody have a good day. Thank
on a summer evening where we can watch the sky chase the morning, us under the stars. You fall into my arms, there's no one else I'd rather be here with. And in the end, I'll be here when I feel your light warming up my skin. And in good time, we'll make our lives together under tie-dye sky. We could watch the moon, glowing silver loom, wait until the sunrise, and in the afternoon, meet me by the oak tree. In the wind it waves its leaves, there's no one else I'd rather be here with. And in the end, I'll be here when I feel your light warming up my skin. And in good time, we'll make our lives together under tie-dye sky. Waking up, it's gone. It leaves us feeling cold again. Picking up the stones our hands were made to feel. And moments like these, they show us what we've got when we ain't got a thing. We've got us. 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 Yes! His eyes look infected. His left ankle is bruised. Taking happiness for granted. Mistakes happen, you and I will learn. And moments like these, they show us what we've got when we ain't got a thing. And still we've got us. 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 Deceitful intentions, so painful the scar. Enlighten the darkness, so foolish we are. Still we've got us. 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 Still we've got us.
There's a man around the corner, he's been asking me for change, and I could use some. Think I could use some sometimes. All these things slow me down, like the concrete that's been sticking to the bottom of my shoes. Soles worn and tired have started wearing through. I can feel them heavier now. There's a hole here in my pocket, it reminds me of the ways I am hungry, and always running for an open door. But on the highway, heavy-hearted, humming just to hear a sound. Loneliness, it lingers through unfamiliar towns, all of them stunning, and none of them home. And I don't know if I live like this for peace of mind. Can't say if I do it for the foolish pride, but maybe it's all just to prove that I'm alive. I'm alive, so I tell myself I'm brave. I swear that I'm bold, but I'm afraid it isn't so. Maybe I'm nothing more than alone. Am I running just to run? 'Cause sometimes it seems running is all I've ever done. But is there something more to settle for that I've given up? Does this fickle heart feel trapped in love? Is there something more to settle for? Have I just given up? Does my fickle heart still believe in love? Burn my skin in the water, I didn't mind it. At least there was a feeling that was different. The moon was hot and high. If you don't keep an eye on what's moving through the steam on the rise, it was a dream, it was real life. There beneath a plum sky. Turn my body around, I make heat, I make sound. Shadows on the wall, echoes off the ground. City blocks and pickup trucks, I stack the crib with Lady Luck, shutting down while the sun still up. Another dream, it's feeling real enough. It's too damn easy to get stuck here beneath a plum sky. Do you believe real life, real life, real life? Another dream, it's feeling real enough. It's too damn easy to get stuck here beneath a plum sky. Do you believe
Talk to me when I look alright. The features in my face align enough to form a present smile. The people I just met a while ago, to help lift off this heavy weight and push it back another day. I know it's happening anyway, so what the hell's another day? Have you seen the mess I've been? I've been looking out for it. It's gone away for now, but I know it's coming back around, so I'm looking out. Have you seen the mess I've been? Take me when I'm up and straight, but nothing ever stays the same. Bent in the guilt of my own age, staring at you through a different face.